Tensions between China and Japan have flared once again, but this time the issue is not surrounding a warship, fighter jet or a missile test. It is regarding a fishing boat and a Chinese captain, and an arrest in disputed waters that could sharply escalate friction between the two Asian powers. On Thursday afternoon, inside Japan's exclusive economic zone near Yakushima Island, patrol vessels from Japan's fisheries agency intercepted a Chinese fishing boat. Now, according to Tokyo, the Chinese captain ignored repeated orders to stop, refused an onboard inspection, and tried to flee. Japanese authorities detained him shortly after.
The case is currently under investigation, but in order to prevent and deter illegal operations by foreign fishing vessels, we will continue to carry out enforcement activities with a firm and resolute stance.
The captain has been identified as 47-year-old Chinese national Zheng Nianli. 10 other crew members were on board. Their legal status remains unclear at the moment. But remember, this is the first time since 2022 that Japan has seized a Chinese fishing vessel. And it comes at a moment when relations between the two Asian powers are already on the edge. Beijing responded swiftly and urged Japan to abide by bilateral agreements.
We hope Japan will strictly abide by the China-Japan Fisheries Agreement, enforce the law impartially, and protect the safety and legitimate rights and interests of the Chinese crew members.
This incident is unfolding against a far more volatile backdrop. Earlier this week, Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi secured a landslide election victory. During her campaigning, she promised a tougher line on China and pledged to expand Japan's defense budget. Beijing warned that reckless actions would invite what it called a resolute response, and the tensions don't stop at fishing boats. In December last, Japan reported that Chinese J-15 fighter jets operating from an aircraft carrier locked radar onto Japanese aircraft near Okinawa. Days later, Russian and Chinese bombers conducted joint patrols over the East China Sea, circling Japan. At the time, Tokyo summoned China's ambassador. Tensions have escalated, especially since Takaichi said in November that Japan could intervene militarily if Taiwan faced an attack, a remark that further strained the fragile ties between the two countries. China continues to claim Taiwan as its own territory and refuses to rule out force. Beijing subsequently advised its citizens to avoid travel to Japan, citing security concerns. Japan's defense minister later visited Yonaguni Island near Taiwan and revealed plans to deploy missiles there. Later, China condemned the move as a deliberate provocation. Now remember, at the heart of these tense relations also lies a long-standing territorial dispute over the Senkaku Islands in East China Sea, known in China as the Diaoyu Islands. A similar arrest near those waters in 2010 had triggered a major diplomatic crisis. Economic pressure has also been in the equation. As per reports, China has restricted rare earth exports to Japan, materials that are vital for EVs and defense industries. So will this latest arrest remain merely a maritime matter, or the spark of a larger confrontation between two of Asia's most powerful countries in East Asia go on?